Hello everybody, Jessica back here today with another great chair yoga practice for us. It is always so nice to have you all joining me. We are going to enjoy a really great flow here today, focused on releasing tension and tightness from the spine. So really focusing on opening up thoracic mobility, releasing tightness from the low back, hips and pelvis, especially that sciatica area. And while I wouldn't say that this is a ab or a core practice, we will definitely be using those muscles and gently waking them up, making sure that they show up, getting some nice gentle strength to support us and relieving some workload off of those back muscles. So really great practice here today, easy setup. The only thing that you need for this flow is your chair. Go ahead, grab that. We're gonna get started right now. We start here seated in the chair, and I want you to feel the body moving forward and back, and gently bring yourself to a place where the rib cage feels like it is stacked over the hips. Hands fold to the lap, and you're gonna release the shoulders all the way down. And at the same time, without pushing the belly button or low back forward, you're just gonna draw up a little bit of height through the spine. Feet stay connected to the floor. Once you have found your spine lengthening, drop those hands down towards the floor for a seated mountain pose. Make sure that you are not opening or pushing the rib cage forward, staying closed but relaxed. Beautiful job. Take a big breath in here through the nose and exhale out through the lips. One more, creating a little bit of pause after that. Inhale through the nose, hold, and then exhale, emptying that breath all the way through the lips. Beautiful job. Let's add some movement. Hands fold back to the thighs. Take that next breath in nice and deep. Hold, and then exhale. Tuck that back towards the back of your chair. Slide those hands forward, dropping the head. Inhale, rolling to restack. Nice full breath here. Exhale, roll through the spine, tucking that tailbone forward, reaching those hands out. Inhale, roll it up. One more time here. Exhale, shorten up this movement. Keep it nice and small if this body needs a little bit of patience from you here today. Inhale, roll it up. And then exhale, twist the left arm over to the right thigh. And again, if it's too much, just leave it here. Turn yourself as much as feels good. That goes for all of our poses here today. Really work to make them your own. If there is sensitivity or tenderness anywhere in the body here today, be very considerate of that. Don't push yourself in an aggressive fashion through any of our poses. Let this body relax and feel good. On your next breath in, pull up that really good air, and then exhale, twist. Right arm goes to the left. And this is a great place to evaluate. Does one side feel a little tighter than the other? Maybe that side you can push into a little bit more depth in our poses, or maybe consider going easier on that side, giving it space to open up. So you know your body best. Listen to what feels good. Inhale, take it back forward. Exhale, reach those hands off, and if it feels good, stretch them out. Working into a little bit of that upper back. Inhale, pull it in, draw the body up. Exhale, press those hands down. Imagine pushing the spine up nice and tall from your chair. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. As you exhale, feel those core muscles pull up and in. Let's practice that for 3 breaths. Inhale, allowing the belly to relax. Exhale, core muscles pull up and into the front. 2 more breath cycles here. One more. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, take it back to the center. Beautiful job. Exhale, drop those arms, push them down, lift the spine up tall without pushing the belly button forward. Exhale, reach those hands forward, arch through the back, gently drop through the neck. Inhale, pull it in, release those arms. Exhale here, pressing again. Inhale, arms come up overhead. As you exhale, core muscles pull up and in, and you twist to the left. Stay here for 3 more breath cycles, allowing the belly to fully relax so that we can get full engagement of those core muscles on the exhale. 2 more breath cycles. Final one here. Beautiful job. Take it back forward and let's work with a bit of seated cat and cow. If you would like a little additional space behind you, walk those hips forward in the chair, but make sure that you are nice and supported. Inhale, open up, stretching the chest forward, stay out of that low back. Exhale, arch, core muscles pull up and in. Inhale, release the belly. Open the chest. Exhale, core muscles tuck up and in as you reach those arms out. Open up that spine one more time here. Inhale, take it back in. Drop those arms again to mountain. Exhale, press those hands. Right hand will come to the rib cage. On your next inhale, take this left hand up. Good breath in. Exhale, press right over the front of that right knee. Inhale, pull it back. 2 more times. Keeping a nice neutral low back tilt here, so you're not pushing it forward. It's right in line, in between the hips and the rib cage. Pull it forward. Let's switch that out. 3 with the right arm. Breath in. Exhale, core muscles pull up and in. Press over that left knee. Inhale to pull back at your own pace for 2 more. Inhale, pull it back in. Great job here. Tuck those feet back underneath you, and if you would like, you can walk the hips back in the chair just a little bit. We're gonna take that good deep breath in, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, take them back and down. Inhale, roll them up. And as we come down this time, we will lower ourselves down into a forearm forward fold here on the thighs. You can lower this body as far forward as you want. I want you to think about this nice C shape through the glutes, the low back, and the middle back. Work to tuck that tailbone a little bit more, and using those forearms, like you could push yourself forward, pushing your spine towards the back of your chair just a little bit more. Hold and breathe here. Inhale, relax the belly. Exhale, core muscles pull up and in. 2 more. One more breath cycle here. Press from those feet, arch your spine towards the back of your chair, and roll yourself up. Now allow your spine and your back to connect and rest on the back of the chair. Step this left foot forward and hips just slide forward just a tiny bit there. Draw this right leg up, cross it over. You can have this nice big space here. We're gonna work into that sciatica area, some of those deep hip muscles. So we're going from lightest to maybe a moderate intense stretch. So you just stop wherever you feel like the boundary is for you. So holding here, we are going to gently hug this lower leg bone, stay off of the knee, drop the shoulders, and start to bring the chest tall. Great job here, keeping low back neutral there. Start to lift yourself off the back of the chair. Not pushing the low back forward, but rolling and tilting into the right hip here, kind of leaning forward into it, holding this leg in place. Breathing and relaxing still. And if you need a little bit more, hug that leg a little bit higher, wrap this left arm around and gently twist the upper body to the right. This is a big stretch. Modify it if you need to. And if you need to walk it back to any of those beginning variations of this pose, of course, that's totally fine. Listen to your body here. So a little bit of opening for the spine. Make sure you didn't lose your hip stretch with that. So yeah, I can stay here, but I feel a lot of back. I'm not feeling much hip. So I'm gonna come back here and focus on where I got a little bit of both. So don't be scared to modify things up. The body is different every single day. Beautiful job here. Now, this is a little bit easier to get the benefits from if you are in a hard surface chair. If you're cushioning, you might find it a little more challenging to get that same massaging feeling, but you can give it a try. Roll through this hip using your own natural body weight to just softly apply a little bit of pressure. We have lengthened the muscle, and we are holding it in that lengthened position and just using body weight to massage it out here, helping it to further relax in this lengthened position. And let's go ahead and release. We are going to give those hands a little bit of a break because they can start feeling some tension in those holds. Walk those hips back into the chair. Let's go ahead and go back to that right hand to the rib cage. Inhale, draw the left hand up. Last time we went straight out. This time we are going to go down to the floor. So take a good deep breath in. Think about this rib moving. Exhale, left rib comes down. You reach, following through. Core muscles pull up and in. Rib is closing towards this left leg. Inhale to pull back. 2 more. Last one here. Really use those core muscles to guide this movement. And then you stretch that arm, stretching the back. Inhale, pull to the center. Great job there. I did warn you we were going to be waking up the core muscles here today. Left hand to the hip or the ribs. Right hand here available. Same thing 3 times on this side. Good breath in. Right rib comes to left thigh. Doesn't have to touch, obviously. Inhale, pull it back. Remember, as you exhale, core pulls up and in. It's not going to bow out to the front. Inhale, pull back. One more time here. Nice and good. Pulling in. Tighten up that corset. Exhale. Reach through. Open the back. Inhale. Come on back. Beautiful job. Let's take those arms up overhead on our next inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This time, if you can, let those hands fall down to the shins, to the tops of the feet, to the floor. Hopefully things are starting to open up. and feel a little more available for some of these deeper movements. But if the body is not ready yet, that is okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Breathe, expanding, open the back of the rib cage and those back muscles here. Shoulders stay out of the ears. On your next inhale, roll yourself up. Not quite a half fold. We're not stretching the spine long. We're just going to come to a forward fold, so still rounding through the vertebra, but supported on the arms. Same thing here. Good deep breath in. Exhale, feel those core muscles pull up and in. One more time. On the exhale, arch that back towards the back of your chair. Reach those hands down towards the floor. Be cautious with those knees. Roll yourself up, connecting the spine to the back of the chair. Slide those hips forward. Beautiful job with today's practice so far. You are doing great. Cross this left leg up and over. Ankle just rests to that left thigh. Holding on to the thigh, to the lower leg, making sure that we are staying clear of the knee. If we can avoid pulling on a joint, I think that that is always the best idea. Hug this knee up and in. That might be enough, so you stop anywhere along the way that you need to. And I will continue to guide those of us that need it into a little bit of more intense variation. So nice and tall, drop the shoulders. Rolling forward into the hip, and you will know right away, is this side more or less open than the right side? For me, it's definitely less. I will guide us all into those deeper stretch variations, but I will come back and modify. So if you can, wrap that right arm around this leg, turn the body to the left, maintaining your height. So I am a great example here. I can get here, but I can't be nice and tall. I can't release my low back here. I am gonna stay right here, rolling into the hip. This is my perfect stretch here today. And that's just the way it is sometimes. You gotta roll with it, right? Give it a few breaths here. Just do your best to soften, not just in the hip, but through the whole body. You don't want to release the hip and now all of a sudden you're real tight and scrunched through here. So breathing, softening, relaxing the whole body. And if it feels good for you, you can start that nice massage movement. And the more you practice, especially with yoga, the more familiar and acquainted you become with your tight spots. And so I know exactly where mine is because it's always in the same place. You can just kind of zone right on into it. And if this is the beginning of you practicing in your yoga adventure, you just take time here to explore. And if you find something that's a little more significant than the rest of the muscle area, you can stay there, pause and breathe, or you can just continue moving in and out. So really take time here, explore, or go to the areas that you are familiar with. Great job here. Let's go ahead and release that left leg on down. Again, we might feel a little bit of tension in through the wrists or the hands, so just shake them out. Give them some gentle movement here if you need to. Nothing is happening really quick here today. Slow, patient practice. Walk those hips back. Step those feet just a bit wider than hips distance apart, and then allow yourself to roll forward, resting and supporting on the forearms. Again, clear of the knee. Get those feet back behind you just a little bit. And then maybe we lift the heels and lower. You're gonna feel a little tilt of the body forward and back as you do. And you can build on that. So coming forward, stretching and straightening the spine for what we would consider cow, dropping the belly. And then exhale, pushing back, stretching the hands down for cat. Work with whatever feels good for you here, any variation, either my suggestions or your own ideas. We will go for a few more. Try to inhale, release the belly. Exhale, core muscles pull up and in and engage. Let's take one more together here. Bring it back down, and we're gonna stay on the right forearm. If it's too much, you can come to the hand, or like I said, any variation that works for you. Drop this left arm down. We're gonna reach it over, maybe tap the outside of that shin, thigh, toes, or feet, ankles if you can get there. Inhale, roll it up, hand comes to the rib cage. Exhale through and reach. Inhale to open. So this nice twisting movement, allowing that spine to open. Last one here. Oh, great job. Take it back to the center. I almost don't even want that one to be over. It felt so amazing. Step the left leg in. Big stretch coming up. Take modifications here if you need it. You can cross low. You can stay with this knee up, or if it feels okay for you, seated figure 4 stretch. Ankle coming over at left thigh, leaving this knee area alone if possible. If the ankle is resting on the knee, that's okay as long as your body says it's okay. So unless there's pain or you're getting any sort of warning signals, you can allow it there if that's the best place for you to get to. We're not rounding, not yet. Lift the spine tall, drop the shoulders. You're not pushing the belly button forward for height. You're just stretching, thinking about someone, at the crown of the head. If you had a little hat on, they're just kind of lifting you up. And then from there, keeping that straight, tall, long spine, you're gonna lean forward as much as you need to feel full engagement with this pose. So you're gonna feel a little bit of that deep back hip area. We're not pushing on the knee, we're not forcing anything down or out. And now we're gonna let ourselves soften forward, rounding through the spine. You can walk the hips back and rest the hands on the chair to the leg as long as you are not pushing. You can wrap it around so many areas that you can rest and get to. It's about finding a place you can relax and enjoy the stretch. Okay, let's go ahead, starting from the low back first. Tuck and round and slowly bring yourself up to restack. Beautiful job. Breaking it up just a little bit. I promise I won't forget about the other side. Release the right foot down. Arms come out to the sides. Inhale, take them up overhead. More work is going to leave both of these arms up. Less work is going to be left hand coming to the rib cage. Side bend here. You do not lift this right hip at all. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, core muscles flatten. Inhale up. Exhale here. Beautiful job. We're still working with this side, so leave the right arm up. You can keep the left arm up too if you would like. Exhale, twist. Core muscles pull in, don't push them forward. Inhale, relax the belly, open it back up. 2 more times here. Exhale, core muscles pull up and in. Release it back forward. Step those feet out. Again, a little bit wider than hips distance apart, but not so much that you're feeling a crazy inner thigh stretch. We will have a yoga for legs video this week, so we'll get to those. Go ahead, drop it on down. Forearms resting to the thighs. Letting this body round forward as much as you need. And we are adding on just a little bit here. We're gonna press from those feet. Again, roll those heels up. Cat back is an option. It's a get to, not a have to. Inhale, take it forward, stretch that spine long, releasing the belly for cow. Exhale, core muscles pull up and in, cat back. One more time here. Now here's where we add on. If they're not already there, take those hands to the thighs. You're gonna pull the chest up and open just a little bit. We're gonna take 3 spine circles. Stay really heavy in those hips. They're glued to the chair. 3 spine circles to the right. Bring it up and over to the left. Again, here you exhale, core muscles pull up. Inhale to the front, release the belly. Go through one more time. Release the belly, pause it here to the front. Let's take 3 to the left. Exhale, belly pulls in. You're not sucking in the belly button. You're using the whole entire abdominal wall, working and then allowing it to fully relax so that you can get that nice full contractile work back here. Pause it here, and then we will go ahead and rest on that left forearm or hand, your choice. But we will drop the right hand down, and we are going to explore first, because this side could be different, to the thigh, to the shin, to the ankle, maybe to the foot if you are so stretchy today. Inhale, pull it up, hand goes to the rib cage, but you continue to open the spine. You can get a little push with that left arm, and then you bring it back over, reaching for that area that was a little bit of a challenge, but not too difficult to get to. Remember, exhale, core muscles pull up and in. Make them show up today. These back muscles take on more than their share through a lot of our movements, and we need to give them a break. We need to make those core muscles show up. Last one here. Open that spine. Beautiful job. Roll it up and in. Hopefully that feels good. You feel like, wow, I can move. Things are loosening up. It might even be easier to breathe because you can get those ribs moving. Everything just feels good when it is nice and open. Step the right leg in. Now, modifications if you need it. Seated figure 4, left leg over the right, same consideration. Stay off the knee if you can. If you can't, it's okay, as long as the right knee says so. We're gonna give it just a few seconds here to make sure that you are breathing, you're softening, everything in the body is relaxing, you're not creating this battle with yourself, everything is working together. Great job. So don't fight yourself, don't let those muscles fight you. If you can't avoid a battle with yourself, then go to an easier variation of the pose where you're not feeling kind of that unbalance within the pose. So if you can't relax, it just might be a little too much today. Now, if you can, again, imagining you have a hat and someone is just drawing you up nice and tall, pulling from the top. It's not because you're not getting height because you're pushing the belly button forward, you're just lifting. Great job. And then maybe this is enough, but if not, You can take that height and just reach it forward a little bit. Your body and your hip will let you know where is enough. Hold it here, breathe. Again, softening. If you feel like things are fighting you and they are not loosening, and maybe they're holding and fighting you to stay tight, then ease back a little bit. If you're ready, release that spine. Let those arms fall forward here, wherever you feel like you can relax, you're supported. Things feel good. Great job. We have our last little side bend stretches, and then we will take a few quiet breaths. So we are almost there. Go ahead, inhale, round, and roll it on up. Gently slide and lower this left leg back to the floor. Now again, more work is going to be both arms up. A little bit less work is going to be right hand to the hip or the rib cage. So you can gauge what is best for you. Right side bend here. So left arm comes over, left hip stays glued to the chair. And you're lifting and lowering with those core muscles here, allowing for some of this sideways spine expansion. Final one here. Again, exhale, pull those core muscles up and in. I'm going to remind you all day, sometimes it can be a hard habit to get in the pattern of. Let's go ahead, exhale, twist. Core muscles pull up and in. Inhale to open. Drop the belly, let it go. Exhale, twist. It pulls back up and in. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly. Don't worry about what it looks like. Don't be hard on yourself. Exhale. Drop it back in and go ahead, take it here to the center. Beautiful job. Allow yourself to rest back to the back of the chair. Let's take it to the balls of the feet. You can be wider or narrow depending on what feels good for you. We're gonna let those knees fall together here to the center. Not letting the back come off of the chair, but we will reach those hands forward. Maybe a little side sway. We'll roll it back up and windshield wiper those legs from side to side, just feeling how those hip flexors feel. Little internal, external rotation through that hip socket. So just, again, exploring. How does it feel now? Step those feet to the floor and any position that you feel like you can just fully relax in. So you want to make sure you're really supported. If you're supported, your body's going to feel safe and it's going to be easy to maybe close your eyes. Take that big breath in. Exhale anything in the body that feels tight. You're going to let that go. And if it didn't go all the way, take as many breaths as you need. Eyes are closed, leave them closed here, but I would just like to guide you to feel that middle back. Feel the way it connects to the backrest of your chair here while you breathe. Feel it expand in, a little bit of pressure on your inhale. And you exhale, it softens through. Feel feel those lungs stretch open the back. And you exhale, fully relaxing. One more. On your next inhale, maybe open the eyes. We will take a very slow transition back. Step those feet in underneath you from wherever they are. Open up those hands and go ahead, slowly peel the spine up off the back of your chair. Give me just a little bit of a shoulder shimmy here. Feel how this back is moving. How has it changed through our practice? Hopefully for the better, but if maybe something is still just a little bit tender, take note of that, because chances are you probably can't just sit here all day today. You want to know how this body is moving and feeling before you go on to tackle whatever you have next. So just take little mental notes here. Hold those hands together here at the heart. Connect with yourself, giving yourself so much gratitude and so many thanks for creating this time here for you today to practice. And then breathing in, thanking everyone else that joined us, giving us this wonderful sense of community and support. And then exhale, send that out. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. The low back is a very sensitive area, and if you notice that it's tight in the morning, you move a little bit throughout the beginning of the day and it seems like things loosen up, and then towards the middle and the end of the day, it actually starts to ache and feel like it's discomfort and it's being overworked and you can't quite get out of that. That is a really good sign that that low back, especially maybe even that middle or upper neck area, is being overworked, and we might just be relying on those muscles a little too much. So today was a great step forward in releasing tension and tightness from those spine muscles and our core stabilizing muscles, while encouraging some of the muscles that might not be showing up as much as we need them to, some of those deep core muscles, especially in the front and the sides, getting them to gently wake up and start showing up through our movements, pairing it with our breathing, finding that full relaxing work for the muscles, because sometimes relaxing is work. It's not always as easy as it sounds. And then pairing that up, taking the most challenging part of the movement, pairing that with our exhale, and really getting those core muscles to show up. Now, a step in the right direction. That doesn't mean that it was perfected today. It is yoga practice, not yoga perfect. So if you felt like it was great some of the time, and then some of the other times you needed the reminders, or oh gosh, I forgot, and it's opposite, it takes time. So it's a step towards the right direction. Keep practicing, keep training your body to move in those better movement patterns so that you can feel better, but don't be hard on yourself if it wasn't perfect. We will work on it together. So of course, I do recommend and hope that you meet me back here for the next amazing workout. We tackle everything on this channel if this is your first workout with us: cardio, strength, balance, stability, breathing patterns, all of those wonderful things we will keep working on together, and I am honored to be here to support you on your health and fitness journey. So thank you so much for joining me here today. You guys go ahead, have an amazing rest of your day with whatever you are doing. I look forward to seeing you guys again, and thank you so much for joining me here today. I'll see you guys back.